about different ways to add magic into your daily life. Things that can be done with low energy, that can be done that are not huge, elaborate rituals, because not everyone has time to be doing full-blown rituals every day throughout the day to get things done. So we have, and I have like a random list of things that I do throughout the day to just sprinkle in some magic into my life. You could start with, like I said, small rituals, such as breathing your intention or manifestation into your food or drink. You could also stir with intention. Some people say clockwise to bring in certain energies, counterclockwise to get rid of energies. You can, when I clean, my cleaning products, I have put different spiritual oils or spiritual waters like Florida water, and I clean with vinegar at times and other things of that sort that add to the magic and cleansing power of your actual cleaning supplies. I always go through my house after I clean and spray it down with Florida water to get rid of any excess negative energy that wasn't cleaned out with the dirt. So there's that. You can also do that with your body. So when you go to take a shower, you can cleanse yourself and use intentional like soaps and that have specific plant matter and things of that sort in it that correspond with certain magical things. Like if you are getting ready to go on a date and you want to really look and feel alluring, you can use something like a vanilla or you could use like a cinnamon soap or something of that sort to bring forth love and romance and things of that sort. If you want to feel super happy one day, you can use oils and body soaps and lotions that are citrusy to also bring forth that joyful energy. So these are some things that you can do that even though you have to clean yourself anyway, you might as well throw the magic in there. You're not doing any extra steps, you're just putting intention into it. Let's see. If you work with any deities, you can, we are talking about adding magic to your daily life. So if you are working with any specific deity or spirit or whatnot, you can use, do devotional works. And that could be as simple as lighting a candle and throwing out a quick prayer. You can do, like, if you're working with a warrior god, keeping your body in shape and doing exercise can be a type of devotional work that you can use to bring forth that information, or that could be your devotional work you're offering. I work with one deity that is both she's a home deity. She is a deity of beauty and things of that sort, of motherhood, but she's also a warrior goddess. So sometimes I'll do things like a really intense workout and use that as an offering. Sometimes I'll buy a new perfume and wear it as an offering. Putting on makeup or beautiful things, wearing more jewelry to... I do that as an offering because for her, she wants the people who work with her to express their beauty. And in doing so, I would be honoring her. What do the deities give me in return for offerings? They give me no problem. I see that. They give protection. They help you advance in your spiritual practice by walking you through or setting up spiritual lessons that you will work through. They can bring forth things like you can call on them in ritual to, like, let's say you need a new job because you lost your job. You can call on them to bring forth that new job. And since you have been setting out offerings, it's like a give and take, just like any relationship that you may have. If you do not put forth towards that relationship, then don't expect anything back from that relationship. So I go and I'll go and do offerings and things of that sort. And then when it comes time for, hey, I need help with this, they'll go and feel more likely to want to help with that. Usually, as long as it's not messing up your spiritual path and the things that you're meant to achieve in your lifetime, then they will bring forth those things. Like if you're asking, let's be a little cliche, if you're asking to be matched with a specific person, but the deity knows that that person will only cause you harm, they're not going to bring forth that for you. But they may bring you someone who would be better for you. If you are looking for a specific job, but they know that you would not do well in that specific job location with the people that are there, then they would bring forth a better job for you. One moment. Okay, I'm back. So it's mostly just setting forth intention into the things that you're doing. You want to, you can do things like put specific intentions into your jewelry. Like you could wear jewelry you could buy jewelry that's like specifically for protection, but if you don't activate that jewelry for protection, then it's just jewelry. So you want to activate those items. You can activate your head wraps or veils or hats to be protective, or to bring forth a certain allure that you're trying to bring forth. You can do glamour magic. Glamour magic is highly used with the Fae or fairy creatures. And the Fae are just basically anything that's not a human, plant, or animal spirit. So elemental spirits, leprechauns, most mythical creatures would be considered, around the world, would be considered in the realm of Fae. So you can enchant your makeup. You can enchant the outfit that you're wearing to bring forth a specific aspect or feeling that you're trying to convey. The most common way people do this is if you're going for like a job interview, or most people do things for like a job interview or a date. They'll wear a specific outfit to bring forth the confidence and radiate the energy that they're trying to bring forth. And most people don't realize that that's what they're doing. But even people who don't believe in magic and stuff, they're all like, no, this is my interview job outfit, and I wear this, and every time I wear this, I get the job. So you wear that outfit every time. You have enchanted that outfit for that reason. You have given it that power to where now every time you wear it, you feel the confidence, you radiate the confidence, and you're also giving off, you need to hire me vibes, basically. And that is a type of glamour magic that you can do. Low effort. You're literally just, okay, this is a specific outfit I use for this. Same with people who go to church and they wear like specific church clothes. This is my worship outfit. People who are not churchgoers, even in pagan and witchcraft, they do say specifically that it's better, you don't have to, but it's better when you do ritual to have a specific outfit that you wear so that you're imbuing that energy, so that when you go to put that outfit on, you know it's ritual time. And it changes your perception and gets you into the right state of mind to go and do the ritual that you're trying to do, if that makes sense to you. If you are trying to bring more magic in your life and you work with plants, you can take care of your plants, and that's an act of magic. Just make sure, you can plant a seed with an intention and be like, as this plant grows, so will this thing that I'm trying to manifest. And you nurture that plant. And then as it grows, you will see those things coming forth. I have fibromyalgia, so when I'm in pain and I can't do a lot of things, I go and I'll study. I'll study my different witch books. And like on my desk right now, I have a couple books that I'm reading. And I'll do that as an offering, or I'll just do that as a way to show that I am caring for my practice, even though I cannot move much. Hello. And so, let's see. Also, so that page is done. Another way that you can do low energy, everyday type magic is childlike things. You can blow bubbles into your intention and let them fly off into the sunset, and as they go, you are releasing that energy into the ether, and that brings forth more magic. I already talked about that. Most people know, at least in American culture, most people have seen the wish on a star or blow a dandelion and wish on that. You can literally do that. As long as you throw your intention and energy into actually doing that and fully believing that what you're throwing through that, blowing those seeds. I'm talking about bringing forth magic into your daily life in simple ways. So you can blow your intention into the dandelion seeds and let them fly off into the universe, which is also, as those new dandelion seeds grow, wherever they land, will bring forth your intention. I did mention wishing on a star. You can do something that's my favorite, which is magical scrapbooking. And you can literally just, let me see if I have. Yeah, right here. So this is one of my books of shadows. And I just, let's see. So these are some examples of some scrapbooking things that I've done. And some spells and things. This is a ritual. And then this is a ritual. And you just scrapbook, and the energy it takes to put the scrapbooking pages together, is putting energy into the magic you're trying to manifest, and you are letting the spirit world know that you are ready to take in those things that you are looking for, without having to set up a circle if you do that, call on the quarters if you do that, and all that other extra walking around and so on and so forth. You could literally just be sitting there and scrapbooking, and that's an act of magic. Meditation, prayer, chanting, and I don't know what I wrote. My handwriting's not that great. Yeah, so sometimes also I will go and do meditation magic, where I'll go and get into a meditative state, and while I'm in that meditative state, I personally set up a temple in my meditative state, and I will go and I will talk to whatever spirit or deity that I'm calling on at that time. And I'm in the United States, and I will go and then do a ritual in the meditative state. So then again, this is low energy things that you can do if no matter how able your body is at the time. You can make sigils. Sigils are symbols usually made of words. If you guys want to know more about sigils, feel free to let me know about that, and I can let you. It can be as simple or as complicated as you want it to be, but it's basically taking your intention and boiling it down into a symbol. And then every time there's different ways to activate said symbols. Some people like to burn them, like draw them on a piece of paper and then burn them, and that activates it through fire. I like to place them around my house, and every time I walk through my house, I'll see a sigil, and me focusing on that sigil is activating it. Some people like to make trays and then put the sigils on them and then burn their candles on them. And so every time the candles burn, they are being activated. There are many different ways to make these sigils and activate them, but basically they're symbols that you are creating for a magical purpose. You can use divination in your magic. So not a lot of people know this, but you can use tarot imagery and use that in ritual, and I've done that many times, where I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Lemonade, and they're all under Ayiri Sacred Readings. I also have an Etsy shop where I do personal tarot or bone or oracle readings, and that is also under Ayiri Sacred Readings. So you can take your tarot cards and you can, let's say you want to manifest a change in your life. You could take depending on how drastic you want to be about it, you could take the Death card. Oh, Granada, nice. You could take the Death or the Tower card if you want to manifest drastic changes in your life or transformations, and you could add a different herbs around it. You can light a candle. You can, and just so you know, when it comes to candle magic, you can get really, really some people are all like, you can only use this color. That's not true. You can use black or you can use white candles for any intention, because most times in history, candles didn't come in multiple different colors and different scents and so on and so forth. So you can use a plain white candle and you can manifest any type of ritual you want or thing into your life through ritual with a plain white candle. I'm seeing Aquarius in a view that's my horoscope. You're an Aquarius? That's cool. I'm not an Aquarius. But yeah, Aquariuses are cool. I don't do astrology. I am learning astrology. My main mode of divination is cards, but I also do bone readings. Those right there are my bones. And behind it is a tray that I made to throw my bones in. But yeah, my significant other he does astrology, so we talk a lot about astrology through our home. I haven't learned it in any type of real depth. I just understand when he's speaking about it, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, you could use different types of divination, and even like if I wanted to do a ritual with my bones, I could just pull out the bones that I know signify certain aspects of life, and then I would go and do the ritual as such. I also have runes, which are used in Norse magic, and I have the Elder Futhark. Feel free to subscribe to my channel because I do educational stuff all the time. I'm going to be doing another educational video either, I think, next Thursday. I'm planning on doing one on nocturnal magic and using the night's energies in your magic. So feel free to subscribe and I will go ahead and get that done for next week. Give me one moment. Okay, let's see. Also, very, very awesome. Very, very important to, especially if you come from a culture that does ancestor veneration, set up your ancestor altar and, set out offerings periodically. Talk to your ancestors as if they're just standing in front of you like regular people. You don't have to talk to them like they are almighty gods, but like I have a wall where I have pictures of my ancestors in my room. Most of my room is surrounded by altars. I have one here, another one here, another one right here. This is where my bones are. I have another one there and another one over there. Hi, Logan. And that way, because I do a lot of spiritual work, I want to be able to have my focal points. And that's basically what an altar is. It's a physical representation of a spiritual place where you and certain spirits can meet up and commune. So with your ancestors, it's really nice to set up pictures of those who have passed into the ancestor realm, and to go about, you know, setting up things that were of theirs. If you can get some candles. I usually keep a cup or a bowl so that if I leave out offerings of food or drink, they can have that. Um, and no, they will not drink or eat the food physically, but they will. It's like a spiritual way of feeding them. They take the essence of the food, and then the way I was taught is you don't eat off of the offerings of the ancestors. Now, I mostly practice Kemetic, but I'm also eclectic. So I work with ancient Egyptian deities, but I also work with some Norse, and I work with my ancestors and the Fae. And so the way I go about it is from a Kemetic point of view, where in ancient Kemet, you could go and you set out the offerings for the gods or the Netaru and leave it for a little bit. And then the priest would go and eat the food once the gods have taken the essence of the spiritual essence of the food. Then the physical food would go to the priest. So you can sit like an apple or something on your altar, leave it for like 5-10 minutes, and then go and eat it. Because from an ancient Kemetic point of view, the gods don't want you to waste the food and just let it rot. So if you're giving it to a god, yes, you can eat it. If you are giving it to your ancestors, though, you cannot eat it because they are in the land of the dead. And you don't want to take in the energy from the land of the dead into your body, if that makes sense to you. Other ways that you can bring magic into your world, into your daily life, is to read different mythologies, and which could be considered religious studies. So I have a few books on like Kemetic mythology. I have a book on Norse mythology, just because one of the deities I work with is Norse, or two of the deities I work with is Norse. Most of the deities I work with are Kemetic, so I go and I treat them from the point of view of how the ancient people would have. So the ancient Kemetic deities are going to be treated the way the ancient Kemetic deities would have been treated. And the Norse, I come from a Norse point of view, if that makes sense to everyone. So these are all just different ways to sprinkle magic into your life without having to be doing big elaborate things all the time. So I hope you enjoyed this talk, and I'll be back next week. If you want a free yes or no reading, I'm going to my TikTok to go and do that in the next 5-10 minutes. And again, my TikTok is Ayuri Sacred Readings, and I'll be doing yes or no readings there for a little bit. Y'all have a good day. Bye.